about what you should not be doing when you are barely starting out in a house cleaning business. And because I am currently been through situations in the house cleaning business that caused me to feel like, oh, I should have done better, or I should have done differently this or that, these are the tips I would like to share to you guys. So the first one is, don't give out your service for free. And a lot of us, when we start our business, we don't know how to charge. And so, especially if you just think house cleaning is so easy. So it's going to be easy for me to just charge and go and done, right? But then when you get there and you charge them a fee, and then you finish the job, but by the time you're finished, you realize you did a lot more work and a lot more the difficulty that it is in regards to how the condition of the home it was. You start realizing that the amount that you charged was way too low. Now, one of the mistakes in that situation as well, when you're in there, you start feeling like you need to increase the price. Unfortunately, you shouldn't increase the price because it is your fault. You should have known about how you should have charged. Now, especially since you're new, this is things you're going to end up having to deal with when you're barely starting out, right? So in regards to all of that, you cannot charge the customer at the end of the service, nor can you increase the price, because then you risk the customer not paying you. So to prevent all of that, I would recommend making sure to check the condition and the size of the home. That's the main things. Now, if you guys have really large difficulty in understanding how to charge or how to set up your own prices or etc., there's this page called Kate Booking System, where when you register inside, it's going to create you a little page. And that page is going to have information about your business, the basics that you put in at the very beginning when you register. And you can edit that page. But aside from that, the main priority from Kate Booking System, if you were to register there, set up prices for house cleaning and commercial services. And you get either, I think, 3 days free just to try it out. You can make as many quotes as you would like without any concern. Give it a try and see how it goes, especially if you're just having such huge difficulty understanding how to charge and it's never coming out well. So give it a try. Again, it's katebookingsystem.com. The second thing that I've noted down here is you should not hire someone and pay them too high of a price. Unfortunately, I know that house cleaning, it may be a very difficult job with cleaning people's houses and etc. But for a business, it's extremely hard, especially if you're new, to be able to afford giving out an employee a really high wage. A house cleaning business can only survive if you have multiple cleaners at your disposal, and so therefore it allows everybody to win. The employees to win, their wage to be increased, the business to grow and give out more, the customers to feel like they get really good prices, and also good service and good training. All of that costs money. So in order for you to reach that level, you cannot pay your employees at a high wage, unfortunately, even if the job is pretty tough or just something that nobody wants to do, But if the person is willing to be there and work, and they want to be in your business when you're starting out, which is great, you have to make sure to keep in mind that you can't pay them too much. Because if you pay them too much, or you start out with a really high pay, you can't ever decrease that pay. So when you do start out with an employee your first time, make sure you pay them the minimum wage. And from increasing your business slowly, if that person sticks around or they stay around a lot longer than 3 months than the usual employee, then that's where you know that that person's there to stick around. And slowly, if your business starts to grow and you start getting more income, and because this person is helping you a lot, consider increasing their pay slightly. Now, how should you present yourself? So many of the problems that come with people who are barely starting in a business is they don't think about their image. Now, people say, oh, they should just take me as I am, right? Unfortunately, that's not how it works, especially if you're going to be going into people's houses. if you're going to be going into a house and it's a really nice house and they take care of their image of their home, they are not going to want someone who is dressed very bummy or not in uniform. If it'll make them feel untrustworthy, and it won't make them feel like they want to be safe enough to just leave you be there while they have to go. Instead, it's just going to make them feel this anxiety of checking up on you, making sure you're doing your work right, or making sure you don't rob anything, or leaving you like little stuff on the side to see if you do rob, and or if you move it and you don't put it back where it was. And so just, if you want to be treated right, if you want to be treated with respect, unfortunately you have to watch your image, and you have to watch your employees' image too. So that means you have to provide your employees and yourself a uniform. If it's an apron, but the clothing you wear, if it's regular clothes, that's fine, but you should wear something that matches, something that goes, something that looks presentable. If you want your business to grow, make sure that you have an actual idea of how you want to present yourself to the customer, because the moment they see you, or the moment they see your employees, that's what they're going to be thinking about, is the first impression. So if you are going to be presenting yourself in front of them, make sure you present yourself with the high class that you are, which is a luxury service. Now, the following next is receipts. It's extremely important that you have receipts or contracts, things that will show what's included to your service. One of the biggest problems I've seen when working in house cleaning is if the customer doesn't have an actual list of what's included to their service, they're going to assume what they assume, or they're going to assume that you will include the same thing that the previous cleaning company had. And to prevent any mistakes or misunderstandings between you and the customer, on the day of your estimate, you have to leave them a paper where what's included to this room, what's included to this room, what's included to that room. Did they remove anything? Notes on that. Did they add anything? Notes on that. Did they want something extra that's out of the service that you normally have? You will add it on. Did they want something extra but they didn't want to add it at this moment, add the price to it? Like, all of that's very important. These are all appointment information, and that you and the customer wants to look back at and want to know and revise it before they decide if they want to continue on with you. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. See you later.